One mandatory minicamp. Who was there? Who wasn't there? On the field plays, pressers, all the good stuff, getting you ready, getting you a taste of training camp. So let's jump into this and talk about what happened today. What is up, Finn fans? Day one of mandatory mini camps. Who was there? Who wasn't there? Like I said, none of them are actually surprising. Who wasn't there and who was there? None of them were surprising. We're gonna get into all that stuff because we're gonna start here with Mike McDaniel presser. Then I got out in the field stuff. We'll look at a video. I'll double check, see if the Dolphins put out another video. I don't know if they did. So far, it's one, and it's a beautiful one. Nope, just one video. And then Tua talked to the media, and we'll go over what he said there. So, Sealer will participate, but Jonnu Smith wasn't at mandatory minicamp. As we all know, he wants a little bit more money. And then there's the whole thing about him being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. But Sealer was there. Sealer has been in the building every day during the offseason program. Won't say if Sealer was a full participant. Jonnu Smith was. So Sealer has been there, even in OTAs. So, he hasn't been holding out, even though I made a whole video talking about how he deserves a contract extension. This is about the whole Jalen Ramsey not being traded away yet situation. McDaniel said, I don't give a blank what I feel. I don't go down the road of what I feel about it. My job is to react and control the controllable. Business is business. The focus of noise is a constant battle. Jalen Ramsey was an excused absence, meaning essentially he is not being fined for not being there. And again, I talked about this, that I fully expected that to happen because there's no way if you watch the Dolphin Collective, Omar talks about it perfectly. They don't want him in the building. You don't have to come. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna charge it. Just don't worry about it. We're considering everything. That is our jobs. Two major focuses on the team. Conversation with Chris Greer are fluid. Anything could happen essentially on Jair Alexander and possibly any other additions at corner. This is where players define themselves for the upcoming season. Is the value of mandatory minicamp. McDaniel message on the moment is clearly going to be chopping wood. What I need is to see no regression from development. He's a technical based on what I've seen so far in camp. This is on Ashton Davis. Failure is the key because too many people are avoiding failure in life and football. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I can see a vision of a team being able to field a team in 7 weeks. I've gotten to that point, being able to see. Let me read this again. Maybe it's my dyslexia. I could see a vision of a team being able to field a team in 7 weeks. I've gotten to the point being able to see a team. The element of a team you can only create through blood, sweat, and tears and hard work. I guess he's saying he can see like them coming together. And you play football, you get injured. It's the cost of doing business. Yeah, injuries happen in the NFL. That's why you work on depth, Greer. The Dolphins are hoping for more explosive plays, but they have to earn the opportunities by making the defense play in the run game and make them overplay. Having the most talented players, being the hardworking players, and players whom you can feel their love of football when they are on the grass. Talking about offseason roster building. Omar Kelly tweeted this out. He said, I almost caught the Holy Ghost when McDaniel said, I've been telling you folks for months, no run game, no deep pass. Then stick with the run game. Or build an offensive line that is predicated to helping with the run game. I'm going to talk about all this stuff because, everyone said some things, and I have something to say about what everyone had to say. You are hard pressed to roll your eyes and go, "Oh, another practice," when you pass Bradley Chubb. He worked a year and a half for that practice. Yeah, Bradley Chubb he looks completely different, more lean and faster, which I'm very excited for. Unblock me, please. Guys with arm talent always throw it late. You have a strong arm. It's just wait and see coming in. I'm going to challenge the guy at the quarterback position. You are supremely challenged. Every driving quarter, he looks like a guy who has been through some blank. He's talking about Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson did not have a good day today. There are elements of cautiousness, cautious more than correlation, on the trickle down of not having Austin Jackson and Alec Ingold last season. Okay. Like everyone else, really want him to be healthy, to end all, be all. You have a franchise quarterback, you want him to play instead of standing on the sideline. Tua even addresses that. Ashton Davis said now this is player stuff. So take a break from the pressers. We're going to take a break. We're going to walk outside. And I'm going to tell you guys what happened at practice today. This is from the Miami Herald, and it is from Barry Jackson, Omar Kelly, and Isaiah Smalls. If you don't know who Isaiah Smalls is, go find out. Go follow him on Twitter. He was under Omar Kelly's and Barry Jackson's wing, and he's now writing articles. Very good stuff there. Go follow Isaiah Smalls. I follow him. Maybe I'll have him on the channel if he's free one day. 2 interceptions returned for a touchdown and a deep touchdown throw from Tua were the significant plays Tuesday. Safety Elijah Campbell picked off Quinn Ewers' pass and returned it for a touchdown after the ball bounced off the hands of undrafted rookie receiver A.J. Henning. So I wouldn't blame Ewers for that one. Rookie 5th-round safety Dante Trader had a pick 6 on a pass thrown from Zach Wilson. There wasn't a receiver close on the play. That ain't good. Wilson Bailey overthrew Taj Washington. Wilson had another pass picked off by Isaiah Johnson on a 50-50 ball and nearly threw a 3rd interception. The other highlight, Tua with a 50-yard touchdown throw to Malik Washington, who beat rookie 5th-round corner Jason Marshall Jr. I have the video of that throw, which is we're going to look at. Receiver Jalen Waddle beating linebacker Jordan Brooks for a 30-yard catch and run before being touched at the 5 by Fatu Melafanu. Also, an 11-on-11 work, Tua threw a red zone touchdown to new receiver Nick Westbrook. Very happy to hear that, who caught the pass while defended by Ethan Bonner. Tua also had a smart check down to Devon Achane for a 1st down. Looks like Tua's in offseason form. Linebacker Quinn Bell beat tackle Keon Smith, stopping a run at the line of scrimmage in 11-on-11s. Linebacker Willie Gay Jr. batted down a Wilson pass that was supposed to be a screen. Running back Alexander Madison had an impressive run. It could have been 11-yard touchdown if the play hadn't been stopped. Linebacker KJ Britt sacked Wilson, who threw the ball away anyway to Eric Izukama, who dropped it. My man, you want to make the roster. It's at that point with Eric Izukama. You want to make the roster, you have to do something here now. Running back Jalen Wright had a touchdown run, thanks in part to a good block from Western Michigan undrafted rookie Teddy Cushi. Bradley Chubb was in to his face so quickly that he threw the ball prematurely to Malik Washington, who couldn't haul it in. Guard Liam Eichenberg put 5th-round pick Jordan Phillips on the ground with impressive block. Happy to hear that from Liam. Defensive lineman Benito Jones stopped Achane in the backfield on the left side. Linebacker Chop Robinson had a sack on Ewers, who threw the ball anyway. Isaiah Johnson picked it off. Ewers' 2nd interception Tuesday. Grayson Murphy and Britt also had sacks. Not great there, but again, this is where you learn on those things. Meanwhile, in 7-on-7 work, new receiver Westbrook caught a red zone touchdown from Tua, beating cornerback Kendall Sherfield. Tight end Julian Hill beat Melafanu for 5-yard touchdown from Tua. Tua's just throwing touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Also in 7-on-7 works, Wilson rifled a touchdown to Achane. There you go. And with Gay Jr. in coverage, Bonner dropped an interception on Wilson pass intended for receiver Taj Washington. It could have been a pick six if Bonner held onto it. Tight end Tanner Connor, who wore the orange jersey, bestowed on the standout of the practice, which is good. You know, there was a lot of promise with Tanner Connor, so it's good to see him rocking the orange jersey. Receiver Tyreek Hill worked his way back from 2 wrist procedures, was catching passes, but did not during team drills. He's expected to be back for training camp. Defensive lineman Zach Sealer participated in individual drills, but not team drills. He's been around the facility for the entire offseason program, but his involvement in on-the-field work has been limited. They don't want him to get hurt. 2 players not in attendance was Jonnu and Ramsey. Guard James Daniels, recovering from a torn Achilles tendon sustained in week 4 last season when he played for Pittsburgh, participated in some individual drills, which is great to hear. Linebacker Jalen Phillips participated in 7-on-7 drills, which is great to hear. So overall, from practice, another, again, off-season OTA minicamp day from Tua, just carving people up. Need to see better out of Zach Wilson, throwing too many interceptions. Ewers, I blame one on the drop pass, but the other interception is on him. Love what I'm hearing from Westbrook finally getting some action. We'll look at the touchdown right here to make it bigger for you guys. This is to Malik. Like, it couldn't be any better. Now, that's the rookie, 33. But, like, that ball couldn't be. And again, it's mini camp. But just look at the placement. Like, and you have to stop running. So I'd say that was probably like a 30-yard pass and a 20-yard run. Great play, though. Absolutely great play. Let's hear what the players have to say, and then I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on today's mini camp. Ashton Davis said all the safeties are rotating so they can work their communication with everyone. It's a rebuilding process for the defensive line from Benito Jones, and then we get from Tua. So Tua speaks publicly for the first time since the season end. It's been a couple months. Said protecting himself and longevity are paramount to him, and prioritizing that over individual plays is something I fight with. I understand you fight with it, Tua, but you need to stay healthy. Look at 2023. You led the league in passing yards. We had a winning record. We made the playoffs even though we should have won the division. You got to stay healthy, my man. There's a culture shift. I felt it just like everyone who has been here since I got in the league. Again, I will talk about these things. Tua said the biggest point of emphasis this offseason was doing everything I can to stay available and learn when to give up on a play. I will talk about this. Tua said he hates it that the media hasn't seen some of the closed practices where Zach Wilson has shown great growth. And I love that he's going to bat for a new backup quarterback, right? Like, he's only worked with this guy for a couple months, and he's already going bat for him. He's saying, I wish you guys would have saw him doing this and that. And, it's just really great to see him being a team player and a leader. We have the right guys within the room and the locker room. I've been here 5 years, going on to 6, and you not tired of what we've got going. And are you not tired of what we got going on? Yes. And I think the fans are as well. We feel like you have the right guys. I already read that one. Tua on how the Dolphins could get more plays on 25 yards. All right, here. We'll listen to this.
The big game plays at 25.
Well, I think the key to that is continuing to stay within the play of this offense, but really, really honing in on when we get opportunities, not falling asleep on, all right, this is how we've been doing it, and we're going to stay consistent with taking what they give us. But you got to also have that shift of mind that when we get a play where you have an opportunity to take a shot, and it allows for you to take a shot, you can't miss that opportunity.
So essentially he's saying, they stay in that realm of, we take what they give us, but also he's saying, if you see you have the shot, take the shot, going back to where they were in 2023 and being that, down the field passing team. He made tremendous jumps this offseason. He's gotten to understand the offense a lot better. than he has the previous years. Tua on Tanner Connor. Tua said his hip started to feel better, back to normal in February. He did not want to reveal exact injuries, but said that the key for it not to reoccur is for him to protect himself consistently. I said when we drafted him, and I even said in my prospect video, that hip worries me, and it's going to cut down on his football career. So this is what, his 6th year. He might only have like another 5-6 years in the NFL if that hip is a problem. My wife got mad at me because we hang out too much off the field, essentially talking about getting together with the guys and always hanging out together. Two on Jalen Waddle. We're continuing our growth chemistry with one another. If me and Waddle can get together and continue to make strides in minicamp, I think I'm going to lead into something pretty good. One thing that I noticed, and somebody else pointed this out as well. Check this out. This is Tua last offseason. This is Tua this offseason. It's like it's a different Tua. He's much skinnier here, right? Much skinnier here. You can see it in the chest. I have this shirt, by the way. You can see it in the chest and the arms. Whereas here, he's a little more muscular and he's a little bigger. People are going to say what they want. He's definitely bigger. And I think he's taking that into consideration about his health and being on the field and being with the team. So overall, my thoughts on today. Normal offseason Tua, like I said, normal OTAs, minicamp Tua. He's just carving people up, doing his thing, throwing multiple touchdowns in the red zone, all that stuff. I'm happy to see him continue that, but obviously there's things he needs to work on, and I have whole videos talking about that. Would like to see more out of the backup quarterbacks, but again, hearing Tua say he wishes the media saw Zach Wilson behind closed doors to get a really understanding of his growth. Love to hear that. Corners getting beat is still worrying me, so I'm hoping they do address that in the waning months up to training camp. But the biggest thing I took away from this is Mike McDaniel, Tua, all of these guys say these things. And again, what else are they going to say? But I need to see it to believe it. I'm at that point, right? This is 4 years with McDaniel, 6 with Tua. We need to see it, right? Tua talking again about longevity, about being available for the team, about taking care of himself. We've heard about this for multiple years, yet he consistently, in the moment, 3rd and 2, he takes off running, or, he needs to remember these things he's saying to us, because again, talk is cheap. You can keep saying these things, but you need to keep them in mind. Same thing with McDaniel and talking about, culture, talking about this needs to be better, that needs to be better. That's all fine and dandy. Oh, the run game needs to open up the deep passes. Yes, but you abandon the run too quickly in times. So all of these things that they're saying is nice. And obviously these are things that they should say. And in this moment during OTAs and minicamp is things that should be said. But as a fan, I'm going to say, I love hearing it. Keep saying it. Show it to me. We're at the point now where your jobs are on the line. Stick to your word and show me it. But so far, good day. Minicamp for the starters. Not so great for the backup quarterbacks. Nice runs here and there. I love hearing Westbrook getting involved. It's a good day overall. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you tomorrow. Day 2 of minicamp. We got 2 more days and then they are done. And you're going to get some special content from me. But like usual, stay classy. FN's up.